Hello guys, I'm Sakshi. As you can see on screen, our today's discussion topic is the recommendation engines in the machine learning. So in this topic, we learn how recommendation system works, why recommendation system is required, and where recommendation system is required. And also we discussed some interview level questions with the help of our recommendation engine. So let us start our discussion. So first, we are see this image. This is the product recommendation system image. So it is a feature of the suggested products to a user based on the browsing history, purchasing behavior, or other relevant data. It is nothing but the product recommendation engine. So we can see like or dislike. It is all about the based on the recommendation system or recommendation engine. So let it be. So what is exactly means recommendation engine? So it is nothing but the system that predict and suggest the items to user based on the various algorithm. And what is the purpose of this? The purpose of this is the experience providing personalizing content, recommendation engines, and our role in shaping. Then next is the application. So what are the applications for the recommendation engine? First is the e-commerce applications. In e-commerce application is nothing but the helps to the suggested product based on the browsing history and user preference. Okay, next is social media. It is the highest post friends and connect to the other people. Okay, news and content website. It is also helps to the provide articles or videos on the reading habits. And last is the online education. Online education is a learning material to based for the progress and interest जो आज भी हम यूज कर रहे हैं. Next is a most important thing. This is a step by step guide to a build of the recommendation engine. So what is the steps for the recommendation engine? First step is the collect and prepare the data for the recommendation system for the recommended, which is collected from the user prepared post or user like and dislike. Then choose the right algorithm for the recommendations with the help of the collecting information and preparing data. Next, develop and train model. In develop and train model, we have to train our model with the help of the past data. And then next is the evaluate model performance. Then evaluate the model performance with the help of the trained data, which is the trained by the past data from the collected and prepared data. Next is the deploy the recommendation action system. Then we can deploy it. And then last six is the maintain and update the system. You can update, or we are updating our systems and maintain our systems. So next, here is types of the recommendation engines. First is a collaborative filtering. Collaborative filtering is recommends the item like by the user similar. Okay, and it is the item based recommendation similar to choose the user as already interacted. Then content based filtering is the based on the attributes user past behavior. Content based is based on the past behavior, and collaborative filtering is based on recommendation item is similar to the interact with the item based. Okay, so next, most important, why are recommendation engines used? ये क्वेश्चन हमें इंटरव्यू में भी पूछा जा सकता है. So please listen carefully. Why recommendation engines used? First is for personalization. Tailor trailer content and product suggestions to individual preference for used the recommendation engines. Then increase the engagement. We engaged another social media with the help of the users and by the presenting relevant content. Okay, इसका मतलब है, for example, one user seen the horror movie and second user also seen the horror movie. It is a relevant content for these two to persons, okay, and increase the engagement. Then next is the revenue growth. It is the encourage users to disclose and purchase more items. For example, अगर हमने Amazon Amazon या Shopsy से कुछ खरीदा है और मीशो से कुछ खरीदा है, ड्रेस ड्रेस हमने ऑर्डर किया है, ड्रेस मटेरियल, तो उसके साथ हमें चॉइस या फिर recommended होगा क्या, इयररिंग्स और सैंडल्स. It is nothing but the renewed growth of the encourage or purchase the more items. The next is the improved customer retention. It is to provide user content they are likely to enjoy. Last is the optional efficiency. This also recommended the product automatically. Then it is also important where are recommendation engines used. First is the e-commerce platform. Of course, it is used because nowadays Amazon, Flipkart, Best Buy, then Meesho, Shopsy, it is more um, trending apps to purchasing the any product. Okay, so it is used for the e-commerce platform. The streaming services mean Netflix, sorry, Spotify, and YouTube also. You can engage with those apps for the hearing listening music, then watching movies or videos also. Okay, next is the social media platform. We use it in a day to day life. Then news and content, it is also used in a day to day life, so it is uses or used for recommendation system. Next is the advantage and disadvantage for the recommendation engines. First is the enhanced experience. In the enhanced experience, the personalized content and users spend the less searching. Okay. Then next is the efficient content discovery. It is also the personalized recommendation. Then increase the customer retention. ये हमने पिछले slide में देखा था. And renew growth. It is also seen previous. It is also saw in previous slide. Then next, what is the disadvantage? Data dependency. Data is dependent on the past data. It is the disadvantage for this recommendation system. Then privacy corners. Privacy corners is a nothing but the collecting and analyzing users data, crisis, privacy and compliance issues. Okay, so and last is the or or specializations also disadvantages for this recommendation engines. Next most important topic, most important discussion for this recommendation system is interview questions. So it is our interview questions. What are the different types of recommendation system? We are saw in previous slide. Then how do you evaluate the performance of recommendation system? It is also saw in a previous slide. What is cold start problem in a recommendation system and how it be addressed? It is the starting. There are three types of the cold start problem. Okay. Then uh, explain the matrix factorization and its role in a recommendation system. Then how would you design a real time recommendation engine? इसमें आपको बताना है कि आप किस टाइप को यूज कर ले और आप recommendation system कैसे बना रहे. So next is what is the learning to rank and how it's applied to recommendation system. इसको आपने बताना है कि आप लर्निंग रैंक को रिकमेंडेशन सिस्टम में कैसे यूज करते हैं. So it's all about the recommendation system. Thanks for joining with me, being with me. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day, have a good day, bye.